Hello, so here we are, another car video. So today we're saying, can you buy a Freelander for 1,500 quid? Well, you can, but the question is, should you? But before we do that, let's have a quick car update. So we've still got the F, still a restoration project, we've done nothing more on it, which I don't know really what I'm going to do. I've got to try and sort it out soon, because otherwise it's just not going to be worth saving. The big girl, the ZT, she's now been off the road for too long, and because of that it has gotten worse. I'll just show you in here. Oh, we've got a massive puddle in there. It's pretty bad, and again, if I don't do something with this soon, I'm just gonna have to scrap it. So if anyone can help with anything at all, then please you know, get in touch, because at the time when I had a bit of money I didn't have the time, and now I have no money and time, so it's not going well. I just need to try and get the two together. We've got the Fiesta, she's still going strong, but needs a good old clean at the moment. We've got the gram sticker, woohoo! Still not got the sun strip on, but we have got another one to attempt. So here we go. That will be coming up. And here it is, the bad boy. This is what we're here to talk about today. You'll notice my mother's Jeep has gone. That's been traded in for a camper van, but she's away in that. An oldish camper van. If you want a review on that, we can do that too. But here we go. This is my sister's car technically, but 06 Freelander. It's great. It's an adventurer. So let's have a look round and see what we can see. So first of all, there is a little bit of clouding coming in on the lenses here, so at some point we're going to take those off and see if we can make them a bit better. Bodywork isn't too bad. A few scrapes and scratches here and there. You can probably just about, I don't know if you can see that there. The fuel cap was perfectly fine until a member of the family broke it. Wasn't me, just saying. Come around here. All good at the back. So we've got a tow bar, spare wheel. Again, some more scratches and things. But what we're going to do is I'm going to give it a clean and polish. We'll do another video and see how it scrubs up. Let's give it an open. Let's have a look in the boot. Again, you know, it's a fairly old car. It's got just over 122,000 miles on it, so it's, you know, it's been well used. But we've got everything. Got the carpets all looking good. See, we've got the parcel cover, which is good because they can be quite expensive to replace, and the back window, which is something that can often go on these things, is all perfectly fine. We do have an issue with this back window. This keeps dropping, so again, that's something we're going to go and have a look at, so we'll do a video on that as well. Wheels, standard wheels. We've got a bit of mess on the wing mirrors. See what we can do about that, and we'll give it a good clean and a polish and see what it comes out like. So let's have a look under the bonnet. So here we go. Under the bonnet we have the TD4 diesel engine, so nice and environmentally friendly for all of those that believe the electric car is the way forward. We'll have a debate about that another time. But it all looks pretty clean. Levels are good. All's good. It has had a new battery before we bought it at some point. I think it's about 12 to 18 months old, I think they said. But all in all, it all looks pretty good. So here we are on the inside. So here in the back there is absolutely loads of room. This is my driving position. I am about 6 foot, and I can quite comfortably sit here for a very long journey and be, well, perfectly comfortable. The only real thing you're probably lacking in the back in one that's this old is there's no cup holders, but you do get some nice nets, so you can put some stuff in there. There's no seat pouch on the driver's seat, but there is one on the passenger seat, which is a bit strange. Got electric windows in the back. Yeah. So yeah, here we go. View from the back seat. There's your baskets. Obviously nothing on that seat, but there is one on here. It does need a clean. And there's the view from the front. So here we are in the front. We have a glove box, which not particularly useful. You've got 2 cup holders here. You've got a little bit of storage in the corner. You've got storage bins down here on each side and another cup holder. You've got all-round electric windows with a 1-touch down. You've got electric mirrors, but unfortunately on this one they're not the foldable ones. It does have this fitted, which is fitted by, I'm guessing, the people that had it before us. So you've got a reversing camera and an outside temperature readery type thing. Got driver's airbag, got passenger's airbag, got a rubber mat on here, and another storage box with 30p in it. This would be where like heated seats and things are, and then this is your electric rear window, because obviously the rear window on these goes up and down. Hill descent control for if you're out mud plugging. Maybe if we ever get a chance we'll show you that in operation, but we'll see. Standard 5-speed manual. Got heated rear screen, air conditioning, manual heating, and a radio CD player. Do love a CD player in a car, to be fair. Because it is a Land Rover, it is designed to be a bit utilitarian, so you've got nice big buttons. So obviously wearing gloves or whatever, you can touch those. You've got front fogs, rear fogs, hazard lights, and your rear wiper and rear wash. Stereo controls down here. Digital clock. See all the lights up here. There's your dash. Again, nice chunky steering wheel. You got your lights this side and your wipers with an intermittent thing on there. That is something else we need to put on this. New wipers, these ones, they work, but they're not very good. I think they're quite cheap ones. So again, if you'd like to see a video of us changing the wipers, let me know, and we can do that too. So let us start her up. I need to put the key in the ignition first though. Too many keys in my pocket. Here we go. Right. Key. Oh, the other thing we have got is there is another small glove box down here, which I think has got some fuses in. Again, pretty pointless. So everything comes on. Starts straight away, no issues. As you see, no warning lights or anything, it's all good. And the mileage is 121,743. And yeah, okay, it kicks out a little bit of diesel, obviously, with it being diesel, but it starts fine. And well, let's go and see how it drives, shall we? So the first thing to say is, if you are going to be buying one of these, they're not all 4-wheel drive. And some that were 4-wheel drive, if they've had a fault and the person who didn't want to pay to have it fixed, they would have made it front-wheel drive. So if you are buying one and you do want 4-wheel drive, make sure it is. So, like I say, this is the TD4, so it's the diesel engine. And in the cabin, yeah, you know you're driving a diesel, but it's not deafeningly loud, it's not, too bad, it's not overpowering, and the drive is relatively smooth. It drives nicely, I mean, you wouldn't know it's done, 120,000 miles. Now the one thing, because it is quite a big car, it's fairly sizable, although this is the baby Land Rover, but because there's a lot of glass, visibility is really good to the front, side and rear of the vehicle. And although you have got quite thick pillars in the front, they don't really get in the way of your visibility. So that is handy. Unlike the Jeep, where you had massive blind spots, you can pretty much see everywhere in this, so that is good. Now, diesel engines are normally famous for being able to do many miles. And this, it does pull very well. It has a little bit of over revving now and again. I'm not sure what that's all about, but it drives and moves along quite nicely. As you can see now, we're driving along quite nicely. It's holding its speed. It pulls very, very, very well. And there's some great roads up here. Slow it down. No, they're not here today. That's fine then. But yeah, the drive is really, really good. I mean, you know, for the age of the car, you know, the mileage and everything else. And you know, Land Rovers do, I think, have a bit of undeserved reputation. I mean, there was a time where they weren't over reliable, but I think that's long since gone. I mean, with any mass-produced car, you're always going to get ones that something's gone a little bit haywire with. But this, it's a lot of car for 1,500 quid. Let's face it. And I think you could do a lot worse. We just have to stop at some traffic lights, but again, I mean, the car just pulls. It really does just pull. It's great. It's got a lot of really got a lot of torque in it. I'm not sure what the official figures for it are. I haven't had a look. I'm sure if you Google them, you'll be able to find them if you really desperately want to know. But it's not a bad engine, and it's still going very strong. I mean, I would hope saying really diesel should last 200,000-300,000 miles really. So provided it's well looked after, it should keep going. And this one I believe has been looked after. I mean, the people that we got it off, they've had it for 8 years. They've actually swapped this for a Freelander 2, just with slightly less mileage. But I think I actually prefer the first generation to the second one in some ways, because this has the out-swinging door. I know not everybody likes that, but I don't mind it. I quite like that, and you know, it takes up a marginal more space when you open it as to a traditional one that goes like that. But it's not the end of the world, you know. So it's not caused me any problems anyway. Because I've been this isn't my car, but I've been using it quite a lot because well, I can't afford fuel for my car right now. But yeah, I mean, it, you know, it's four-wheel drive. It's got reasonable ground clearance. It's got all the bits and pieces you need. Everything works on it apart from that, like I say, one window, which we are going to have a look at. Overall, the condition is reasonable. Obviously we've been around it, sorry, we're just at traffic lights. Condition is reasonable, and yeah, so it's all good. But yeah, you know, I don't really, you know, there isn't really much to fault with it really. It's, you know, it's been reliable. I mean, obviously it is a four-wheel drive, so handling is not going to be its strong suit, but at the same time, it doesn't do too bad. You know, I've driven worse, put it that way. Now this is the road back up to where I live, and this is quite a twisty road, but you know, all taken within its stride. Make sure you're not going too fast. Slow down a little bit, around the bend you go, no issues. And as you can see, it just drives really nicely. You know, I mean, this is, like I say, 2006, so it's older than my Fiesta. This is an 11 plate. Obviously got a lot more mileage on it. My Fiesta had 60,000 on it when I bought it. It's got 80 something now. Mainly because I did a hell of a lot of mileage when I was working for the devil that is me buying a car. If you want a video on that, happily do one for you. But you have to excuse me, obviously. Be mindful of battery there. Here we go. Down again. Oh, might need a second. No, got away with that. But it, you know, I can't fault this car really for the money. Blind corner, a little bit of a pit, nobody's coming, that's grand, off we go again. It really does drive very well. And you know, it's a whole lot of car for the money. You know, you think about what you've got, yeah, okay, newer cars, mobile CarPlay and all that, I'm not really interested in that, I don't use it anyway. So it's of no interest to me. It's got a radio, it's got a CD player, it's got electric windows. You know, it's cloth seats, so you don't really need heated seats with cloth seats. But they're really useful with leather seats, to be fair. It's got air conditioning for those hot days. It's four-wheel drive. It's a big, beefy car. Got a, you know, a sound engine in it. It drives well, and you know, if the weather does come or you want to go mud plugging, maybe we'll try that. I don't know. Depends if I'm allowed to take it mud plugging, which is really what it's designed for. So don't see why I wouldn't be, but you know, family and all that. Well, thank you very much, good sir. He's letting me come down. That's gracious of him. Squeeze through there. Yeah, no problem. Just need to change it down to third deck, so we're only fifth. Yeah, no. It's all. Oh, that's nice. That's a very nice Focus there. Well, some of it was nice, some of it was a bit but it was quite nice. SG, I think it was. I don't think it was an RS. I think it's been made to look like an RS, so I don't think. So, the question is, can you buy a Land Rover Freelander for 1,500 quid? Yes, you can. Should you buy a Land Rover Freelander for 1,500 quid? Yes, skip your head, wait there. Yeah, if you want a cheap four-wheel drive, it's definitely worth it. Now, is this guy gonna be stupid, is the question. I'm going back with meetings. Come to the remote central locking as well, obviously. Yeah. All in all, positive. I hope this has helped. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, maybe it's giving you an idea, maybe it's not. But anyway, catch you next time and you know what to do. Cheers.
Jet plane headed up to the sky, spread wings and the clouds getting